where do you start with a complete beginner with nutrition? And what's one thing you don't do?
Where you start with anybody is understanding where they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
So a good consult should give you a decent background on their understanding of food and what a diet snapshot looks like, and what they struggle with their nutrition. So then from there, it's like, okay, well, this person has no base.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got to give them an idea of like what a day's worth of food looks like, how to put a meal together. And I still love the idea of this is where you want majority of your food choices to come from.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have tables, good quality proteins, good quality fats, fruits, plants, veggies, proteins. And we were like, we want majority of our foods to come from here. If you don't eat from these, it's okay. Just don't eat too many meals, not from these foods. And then we gave examples of like meals and like recipes and all types of food. And then we this is how you put a plate together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the reason we did so successful is because we focused on what they needed to do instead of what not to do.
Agreed.
So a lot of people are like, don't eat junk food, don't eat this, don't eat that. And I'm like, I'm just trying to clean up your day. So if I sit there and go, hey, we want to eat more from here. If you do eat from here, it's not like I've told you don't, it's bad, you shouldn't, because then that has that whole mentality of like, fuck it, I'm just going to throw the baby out with the bathwater and just, reset Monday. And I think you just start with that, establish a meal frequency. Because if you've cleaned the meal up and then you've gone, hey, we're probably best to performance-wise to have 3 to 5 meals a day, depending on your body size. I think from there, you're in a great position to see hard training, more activity. Their physique's going to change no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think what not to do is what we just said. Don't assume.
Yeah.
Don't assume on either end of the spectrum
Yeah.
that A, you can give someone a meal plan, or B, that you can't. Like, where are they? What do they need?
Absolutely.
Unpack all of that and actually spend some time investigating it.
And don't put the don't do's on a pedestal. Like, don't focus on, or only focus on the improvement stuff. Solely focus on the decisions they need to make that take them forward. That'll exponentially increase somebody's compliance and progress.
Yeah. What about with training? So, beginner, intermediate, advanced. Where are you starting with training?
So a beginner doesn't know how to move well, doesn't know how to push themselves hard. So you can't push someone hard until they move well, because if you push them hard before they move well, they get hurt.
Yep.
So they need to move well. There's planes of motion that we want to be able to move in. So you got your hinge, you got your squat, you got your row, you got your push-pull, horizontally and vertically. So they need to learn those positions, and we need to spend a bit of time doing that. Obviously, you've got to make assessments of like their hubs and joints and be like, hey, do you have the capacity to perform these movements? And if you don't, can you get capacity in those patterns with intervention? If they have something structural or it's an injury, you might have to work around it.
Yeah.
So do that first. Get them. I would do more of a focus block on just like movement specificity first. You still need to make them work hard, so find something else to make them work hard at the same time. Some intervals, not a nice light circuit, just with some movement so they have the capacity to do so. That's going to be great. Then you got to teach them work hard.
Yep.
So you can put them in positions once they know how to move well and get them to working to failure or close to failure. Some isolation exercises are great for that. Leg extension, push-ups, bicep curls, tricep press downs, things like that. That is a very oversimplified way of starting with a beginner.
Yeah, it's interesting. We were the shit personal trainers that trained all our clients like bodybuilders. But they all improved in mobility, strength, stability, all of the things.
Yeah.
Spending most of their time on machines and cables and a little bit of time on free weights.
Yeah.
It's like, why does that happen? Well, because they fucking couldn't do anything. They can't lunge, bro. They can't fucking single leg RDL. They can't split squat. They can't do any of that shit. They need to get strong, learn proprioception, effort, confidence, all of that shit. Then it's almost like the beginner program that people think that I'm like going to teach you to move.
Yeah.
It's like people don't give a fuck how they move.
Yeah, they just want to lose weight.
That's what I
or
coach
get
about.
stronger. Or they just want the thing. They don't care how they get there.
I was talking to a coach yesterday. The train's like more advanced. And he was like, I'm really like, I know I could just help people move better. I'm like, I get it. And I know how passionate you are about it, but no one gives a fuck. And he was like, what? Like, bro, no one cares.
Yeah.
No one wants a better RDL. They want a bigger ass. No one wants a nicer squat. They want a heavier squat.
Yeah, your message is like you've got to get the outcome, but internally you have to fix
over time.
But the message isn't fix the movement. It's get the ass.
Yeah.
Because the market doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, so when it comes to a gen pop, it's like, okay, learn to fucking send it on the leg press. Then do a single leg press.
Yeah.
And then they'll have confidence, stability, strength, and work ethic to be able to split squat.
Yeah, even how you're selling that phase that I just described to that beginner, I'm not focusing on like how they move better.
Yeah,
I'm like you're gonna get stronger, be fitter, and you're gonna get better results. Like that's how I'm painting that pathway.
Yeah, and lose the weight you want.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, where if you're like, oh, we're gonna make sure you have the mobility and this and that, and it's like if you want to lose weight, you're like, fuck, I don't care about mobility.
Yeah, you're actually really weak through internal rotation, so we're gonna fuck off.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I'm going over this guy because it said I could lose the weight.
Yeah, that coach has got the whiteboard over and everyone looks tired. I'm going to him.
Yeah, it's so funny where there's other places in life where it's okay to start with the training wheels on, like actually riding a bike. But if you go into the gym and you're like, hey man, start on machines because you don't have the skill, the people are like you're trash.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, but you'll learn how to ride a bike with 2 extra wheels on, but we can't use a machine in the gym.
Yeah.
To learn the guided range of motion first. It's like, how fucking... It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Don't leg press. You should go and do quarter reps on the barbell and just progressively overload quarter reps until they turn into 8th reps and then high-five each other.
Yeah.
That's much more functional.
Yeah. It's a backwards mentality.
Yeah. Yeah. So don't do that.
No.
Intermediates?
Fast track intermediates is you got to become strong.
Yeah.
They're not strong enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't... like.
Strength, builds control, and stability.
And I mean this respectfully, you still don't work that hard.
Yeah.
Like you don't. Like you and I are the same. Like we were strong and we thought we worked hard, and then we got stronger, and then we're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
like,
this is real hard now.
This is this is working hard. So to be more focused around strength still, and then I'd say advanced. Like then the goals become more specific. Like weight loss turns into how much weight.
Yeah.
Physique, improving your physique is like, what do you actually want your physique to look like? So you're starting to carve something that's very, very kind of specific in terms of the metrics. And then an advanced client is you have full control over the pursuit, and the progressions and stuff are very small and minor, and the approaches around the training and stuff are hyper specific. So examples would be you're doing specialization blocks to increase leg development or arm size, or you're trying to improve their bench press, or we're trying to maintain strength while getting aerobically fit to do a 5K and be able to deadlift this much body weight and whatever at the same time. So the specificity, I guess, across the spectrum. There's no specificity. It's just general stuff with a beginner. It starts to become slightly specific, slightly general, and then on the other side, an advanced athlete is pretty much specific training. Yeah.
Like it. Is there anything we didn't really touch on the advanced for nutrition? Is there anything different that you do there, or your assessment kind of the same? I feel like you just like tell them.
Nutrition with an intermediate would still be like introduction into macros. I'd say you could still like you're probably at the end of beginner, like starting to look at portion sizes. Then I would say an intermediate, like you still, like maybe half meal plan, half like macro, like you giving them a bit of like say in like how you would want to receive your nutrition coaching. And then I think when it comes to the advanced, depending on the pursuit, the goal, the timeline, I would be taking full reign of that.
Yep.
And then there would be periods of time where you allow them to take full reign of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like maybe intermediate's a little more collaborative. They're like, hey, I prefer to track macros. You're like, sweet. Because the goal's not that specific and it's not actually that like kind of hard to attain.
Yeah.
But I think once you're trying to get to an exceptional level of strength, an exceptional level of muscle mass, an exceptional level of leanness, I think there would be acute periods where you're just like, I'm taking the reins of this for a little bit.
Yep.
Because I just don't think the athlete would have the mental capacity to make those decisions to the fullest degree that you would like. and you would want to take the bandwidth out of that and give them that bandwidth for something else.
Back to programming or training, and we'll go specifically programming. What's the biggest mistake at each level personal trainers make most often?
I would say beginner, they vary their program too much. But when I say vary their program too much, it's a whole it's breaking the whole program down and moving to something else. I think there's value in maybe the A1 and B1 complex being the same or a similar pattern, and then the C1, and then you could do maybe a tri-set or a giant set, depending on what you want to do, or a superset. So you could probably vary that stuff. Like the limbs could vary, the isolation stuff for the limbs, but I think like the whole body kind of compound movement should stay.
Because their skill sucks, right?
Yeah, their skill sucks. So it's like stop changing everything. Like just allow them to get good at that for a period of time, and then we know they need variety. So I get it. The variety can be read outs, biceps, whatever else that you want to work on. Intermediate, I would say the programming still varies too much. I would say program variability is the biggest constant across the board for every single
just flip that
demographic.
Thank you.
However, I would say with an intermediate, their biggest issue is moving away from strength and moving towards hyper specificity too soon.
Yep.
So it's like, yes, I see it now. You'll see people in the gym, they walk in, they do these like really hyper specific exercises that are targeting these areas that said, bodybuilder on YouTube said you need to build the back that they built doing squats and benches and deadlifts and fucking whatever. And then if they're like, this one exercise built my back.
Yeah.
And then that particular person, if you tried to do that test of strength that we spoke about a few months ago,
fail.
They would not kind of have the standard of strength that someone trained would like a coach would like.
Yeah.
So I think they move away from necessity of being strong, feel like they've done enough work of that, and then go into that hyper specificity, and it takes up too much of their training.
Yeah.
I think you need to do a little bit of it because you'll be able to see, you look at someone and go, man, your legs are fucking massive. Like, we need your lats to be bigger so you actually look like you have an X frame. So yeah, you might do some pull downs and some isolation back work, no problem. They're still fucking squatting. They're still benching. They're still, we're still chasing strength.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest missing point in an intermediate lifter, which can kill your progress.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially if the aesthetics, man. Like, I mean, to get it with strength. Strength is like we're getting stronger. Like, if you're not getting stronger, like you're fucking it up. But like,
I think the specificity still matters the most there too, though, because like you'll see a beginner turn into an intermediate. It's like I can squat and deadlift my body weight, and I can bench 50% of my body weight. So all I'm gonna do is squat and bench and deadlift. Yeah,
they can go too far into the
You like become an all round lifter.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Into advanced, I don't know the biggest mistake that they make. I would say the only mistake I can see is getting caught up in doing too much work, thinking that that's going to solve the problem.
Yep.
When you've already done too much work.
I was going to say at the intermediate level, too much, especially as you move through that, doing too much work. And then I think
you need to do too much work as an intermediate lifter, personally.
For times, yeah.
Yeah, I like to push my guys to see what they can take.
Yeah.
And I actually like them to be like, bro, I'm fucking cooked. So I actually like to find, be at 90 sets a week, 110 sets a week, whatever it is. Like, Jackson.
A lot of my girls were 90 sets, 100 sets. Yeah.
Jackson and Giannis can attest that. I threw something that was like 120 sets a week, and they were both just like, "Fuck, man, this is a lot." And I'm like, "Cool, that's the ceiling."
Yeah.
And then now we kind of float between 70 and 85-ish for most of the trained guys.
Yeah.
So I think when you get to an advanced athlete, they've already tried more, but then it's hard because they know work ethics, the thing that got them here,
and also more worked. Until it didn't.
Yeah, so it's hard when you go, we need to take a different angle to this.
It's funny you said like work hard, then we got strong and then it was like, oh no, this is hard. I think the challenge too for an advanced athlete and working with a couple of them now in powerlifting, like less is more and accepting that. And that like every set you do is more valuable than it was 3 years ago. So we don't need as many of them.
Mm.
And you haven't forgotten how to do the thing because you did it for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and even for myself, like, going back into that, like, I want to get strong. I want to, it's like after a month, I was like, I'm just going to drop the overhead press off. And I'm just going to, we got a new chest press machine, so I might fuck the dumbbells.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, and now I'm back almost in the same program.
Mm.
And it's like, because if I do all of that, I'm tired. I don't want to train or I break.
Yeah. So now they're all coming to me. Biggest mistakes. I'm thinking of my clients now. So, yep, agree with that. The other thing as well is because you're so trained, everything is hard, and you start to do the things that you want to do, not that you need to do.
Yeah.
So it's been a couple times through our program out, hey, can we swap this? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Most of the time I'm like, I'll be like, hey, depending on where it is in the, so if it's like the movement variability complex that I still know is slightly stimulatory, but still going to maintain function. And they're like, hey, can I take this to like a proper, like stable, isolated environment? I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Where if it's like, hey, can I swap this pull down to this pull down? I'm like, yeah, fucking have at it. Like arm path is still the same. Like I'm okay with that. So that's definitely one that you can kind of fall into the trap of just gravitating to comfort.
Yeah.
And you're like, you need this, which is why I'm here to make those decisions. So that would definitely be the biggest one.
Yep.
Yep.
Lifestyle.
Oh, the other one is the standard. So it's not acceptable to make the same levels of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they don't understand that level. And so that's the thing that's not stopping them from getting to an even better level.
Yep.
So you have to have a greater
What's
attention.
an example of a mistake?
Like missing meals, not taking their blood pressure, not having enough water and fluid throughout the day, like not adhering to their morning routine, not warming up enough for their training, so not making those 2 sets count.
Yeah.
Those types of things. It's like you go, if you behave this way, you don't deserve to get any further.
Yeah.
If you behave this way, the world is yours.
Yeah.
So the mistake they make is not knowing. It's not a mistake. It's just like, what's the word? Is it like naive?
Yeah.
But you have to know the standard.
Yeah.
And you've got to hold them accountable to that.
Yeah.
Because they won't get anywhere if you just let shit slip that you would let them slip when it was an intermediate.
Yeah.
Like I spoke to this girl at the gym and she was like, I can't get the last 5 kilos off. And I'm like, that's just like, in my head, I'm like, that's just, you don't understand what it's going to take to get that 5 off. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with you, but no one's holding you accountable to it.
Yeah. They're just not setting the standard high enough.
Yeah.
So the next question was going to be lifestyle. I feel like that answers the advanced lifestyle question. It's like, you got to dot I's and cross T's.
Yeah.
I can't get away with what you used to.
Lifestyle wise is your lifestyle is made to around your goal.
Yeah.
And then intermediate is like you kind of coexist. Mm-hmm. And then the beginner one is you're trying to make fitness kind of have a place in your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you have that mentality, those 3.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's pretty easy to make decisions on that. And expectations.
So it's go for a walk, not measure your steps at the beginner level. And then at the intermediate, it's like average this many steps over the week.
Or
and then
would you like to track your steps or do some cardio?
Yeah.
And then it's like advanced, it's like you're doing this many steps minutes. And you're doing this much cardio.
And it's every day.
Yeah, and your training is at this time, and it's fasted, and it's this, and it's that,
This is my lifestyle client goes for a big walk on the weekend and does 20,000 and then has a couple of weeks low during the week. That's okay, it averages out. If my physique client, no. You hit 10 every day. Yeah. Don't do the 20.
And if you do, or if you do 20, it's like those like extra 10 don't count.
Correct.
So you're doing them because you want to, but I'm not making decisions based on them.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Cool. So if you do all of those things, if you consider all of those things at every level, you will keep your clients longer.
Absolutely.
And then again, I'd really recommend going and checking out Barbells and Banter this week. We talk a lot of shit at the start. You're welcome. But yeah, just talking about how we're looking at transitioning those intermediate to advanced clients into different blocks at different times and why.
Yep.
Because realistically, I think your beginners, it's accountability to lifestyle, and then they will become intermediates, and then you'll have to look at funneling them into new pursuits.
Yeah, and I think it was about maybe 10 or 15 episodes ago we talked about like retention and setting up their like 90-day or your minimum term, like what the plan would look like. So that episode as well would be valuable because it kind of ties everything in together and it makes it easy to sell too. So if you suck at selling, you don't have to sell. You can just map the plan out and it's like, this is what we're going to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then just do that plan when you serve the client and you're good.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the like, follow, subscribe, do a thing, do something. Jason and I were just complaining that like no one has messaged us about how amazing that the studio is because we announced it weeks before.
Yeah, and everybody commented on the post, so that's why.
Yeah. But do it again because I'm sad.
Ben needs validation.
Yeah. I need a looks good, bro, please.
Yeah.
I just want a whole comment feed of a bunch of people just saying like looks good. That's all I need from you. If you do want some help and you're struggling with your retention or you're hearing this and be like, fuck, I'm selling the DMs and I don't have a good sales process and people are dropping off inside the minimum terms and stuff, that is probably the biggest problem in your business right now and I'll solve it for you on a call. If you have another problem, I'll solve it for you on your call. We do a planning call for the STC Learn Standout PT applicant. So you get on a call with me, find the biggest hole in your business, I solve it. If you think I did a good job, I'll talk to you about our coaching options and go from there. So just go to the website or the link in the show notes and stuff for that, or DM us on Instagram, Ben Scott STC. For now, have a great week. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday for the STC Fit episode, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.